So later in the day, while trying to arrest someone and put them in jail, Kai got flowered on and shot in the eye with a gel blaster. And also put a $5,000 bounty on Suburb Baby's head.
What?
While all of that was going on, Phantom was starting a gel blaster war with an Among Us character. This is a lot. It's been a few days since Dream University has ended, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This was more like a GTA lobby than an actual university.
What?
Like, I mean, the way people were moving, it was just, But there are so many instances, there are so many clips, and there are so many just events and moments that I can't even just remember all of it. It's so bad that I have to have it on a piece of paper just to tell you guys.
Damn.
But you clicked on it you clicked on this, I don't know why, to know. So sit back, relax, grab a drink or two, grab some snacks, and let's get this ball rolling. So Shroom University started off with its opening ceremony. This is where Kai was able to introduce a lot of the students to the university, to what it was about, to even introduce the professors and the club directors. And Drake might not have been involved. Huh? But during these introductions, he was able to say, like, who sponsored this event. And guys, this event was heavily sponsored. Some of the sponsors were like Fortnite, some computer company I don't know, an insurance company. Jake from State Farm, and he also introduced SUPD. Now these boys were like some linemen. They're like some football linemen you would see. I am not talking about the O line. I'm talking about the D line, because the way Phantom was moving, I have never seen someone move as fast as him who has his size. Not even in football, and not even in like the outside world. So before anyone can start streaming, we had our first arrest. No! And I don't know how someone gets arrested on the first day. So Silky was just harassing people with a water gun, and he couldn't stream because he didn't meet the dean. So Phantom ran over and tackled this man and arrested him. The first arrest of Streamer University. And I'm not going to cover every single arrest, because you can watch the video on Phantom's channel detailing every single arrest. But there were so many arrests. But over the course of the first day, where everybody was able to chill, be able to introduce themselves, see who they were rooming with, there were some party controversies. Huh? Now, I'm not going to go heavily in depth on this. You can probably watch another in-depth video, an in-depth guide on what was happening during that whole charade. But there were a bunch of party conspiracies. And Kai got one that there was a dorm welcome party happening in one of the dorms. So he got SUPD to get in formation and start chanting SUPD repeatedly to bust the party down. They did arrest somebody and did a few intimidation tactics to get the information from other students. Hey, that was just the first day.
What?
So it's the second day and classes start. And some of the classes that some of the professors had was, Cinna had Networking 101, and Ludwig had How to Get Lucky as a content creator. I'm not going to go too far in depth into these classes. You can go watch their videos on like what they were teaching. But to give a short little recap, Ludwig roasted a student, and Cinna's first class was a complete disaster that even Kai, the dean, had to step in and talk to the students. What? So after classes ended, Cinna and a few other students were called to the dean's office, and Cinna was there to snitch. Now, her alleged snitching was false information, and that caused her to get her first strike.
Damn.
Now, I don't know what the strike system is, because she does get a little bit of a mess during this, but she gets her first strike, and Kai says if she gets another one, she's done.
Damn!
So after that whole thing, Rage comes in to talk to Cinna about it, and Cinna pushed Rage, and Cinna gets her second strike.
You what?
Later in the day, Jason the Ween decided to have a fight club. Now, this does eventually get him arrested and thrown into the Shroom University jail that they had. That was just a random conference room. But that was the end of roughly day 2. Now, day 3 is where a bunch of things start getting more crazy.
What?
The janitors don't like to clean because the students are a complete mess. So they go complain to Kai, and Kai takes them off janitor duty.
Hooray!
He also places himself as one of the janitors. And, like, editor Nate, put up a picture of the dorms. I can't describe it because it's yeah, Kai only cleaned for 20 minutes. But afterwards, they had a talent show. And one of the guys went up onto the mic and said the N-word.
No!
And he wasn't black. So later in the day, while trying to arrest someone and put them in jail, Kai got flowered on
You what?
and shot in the eye with a gel blaster. And also put a $5,000 bounty on Suburb Baby's head. While all of that was going on, Phantom was starting a gel blaster war with an Among Us character. Day 4 was by far one of the craziest days of Streamer University. Streamer University had its alumni day / homecoming / basketball game today. During the basketball game, the class of 26 beat the class of 25, 24 to 53. After the game ended, Kai Cenat got kidnapped by SUPD, and they dragged him out to the middle of nowhere. This allowed for SUPD and some of the students to sneak off of campus, going to the club for a party. So after Kai found out about that, he went over and busted the party. He went over to the club and busted the party.
Are you serious, my brother?
While they're on their way back, he was curb stomping their rage and taking his anger out on some of the students. Not physically, but just in like a playful, like for the clips, for the views type of thing. They get back to campus. Phantom was fired from SUPD. Basically, the entirety of SUPD was fired.
Damn.
All of this is happening. I don't know if my order's wrong, but it's my video. I can control it. Black Boy Bax got into a little situation with another streamer. Now, in this situation, the one streamer, he was basically just ripping on Black Boy Max just for being himself. I don't know what we're doing as like creators. I'm probably gonna make a video addressing that if I get the chance to.
Sensational.
But it was just a whole bunch of bad stuff said for clips. While that was going on amongst the chaos, Rage, since he had some bruising on his body, he wanted to find somewhere to sit. So there was this never-ending joke during the whole event that Lacey was in a wheelchair and it was right to push him off the wheelchair for a clip.
Stop it.
So your Rage goes over to Lacey, pushes him off his wheelchair, takes his wheelchair, and while Lacey was on the ground, someone was pulling his injured leg.
Oh my God.
The whole situation gets into further detail. I'm not going to get into further detail, but yeah, day 4 was the most chaotic day out of all the days. of Streamer University. But the 5th and final day of Streamer University, they had the closing ceremony where they gave some awards to some outstanding streamers and some of the professors and SUPD.
I'ma eat it.
And they also, and Kai also had some announcements to share. Like, Streamer University is moving to the EU next year. So, my EU brothers, lock in. But yeah, afterwards, it was the end of Streamer University. Some people streamed until the final day. And that marked the end of Streamer University 2026.
Hooray!
That was a lot of information that I just slapped in your face. There's still so much information I can tell you, but I just couldn't fit it in this video. This video is already very, very long. But if you want to watch what happened on each day, or what happened in further detail, you can watch this. You can watch this series. This is the first video in this series. This is my first series, so if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. So now we're done with that. Some of my thoughts are, I feel like during the whole event, a lot of creators were just bullying, just trying to go out and get clips.
What do you mean by that?
And that's fine. It's just, there needs to be a line of where it becomes actual bullying and content. Because it's like what Agent says. There's a line between content and going too far. But I just want to give my thanks to Kai Cenat for hosting the event, for planning this event, to letting this event happen, for all of us to be able to experience this event, and for the university for hosting the event, even though a whole bunch of streamers came in and trashed your university, and I'm very sorry for that. I'm just saying my thanks to Kai and the university for allowing this event to happen. Now, I have a few suggestions on ways you can improve the university. 1, get better Wi-Fi.
Are you serious, my brother?
2, treating the cameraman like they're actual people. These people are holding a camera for like 2, 6,
No!
10, even 14 hours a day during this event.
Damn!
All of them have to go through these antics. All of them have to go through these situations that are going on with the university and what their streamers are doing. And I didn't like how the conditions were for some of the cameramen, because I recently just watched Rosie Senna's cameraman's perspective on Streamer University and what the dorms were like for the cameraman, and they were kind of terrible. And 3, they're going to party. So I would make it so like they're allowed to go party, just not insanely. They're allowed to have like a get together, they're allowed to do events, they're allowed to do all these things, but they're not allowed to like have drinks. They're not allowed to have certain substances during the whole party. But those are just my suggestions. Still, hit me up, Kai, if you want to get someone who disciplines some of the streamers for you. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you like what you're seeing, you can watch more up here. Like and subscribe to join my community. And just like that, I'm done.